Hey everyone, Hark here from K&A Gamers, back with Bloodborne. Now there's a reason why I'm streaming Bloodborne again. One, because I feel like it, because it's Bloodborne. It's my favorite game of all time, although Dark Souls 3 is kind of up there with it. However, it is free for PlayStation Plus. So if you own a PS4 now, like, I would instantly require you to buy it, but now you don't even have to buy it. It's literally free. So if you have a PS4, why the heck don't you have it? There's no excuse now. Continue. I think this should put me back. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some invasions going on here, which will be nice. Nice to get the population up again. Although it is Bloodborne, so there's always people playing Bloodborne. Don't quite remember what I was doing. Can I level up?
Welcome. Very well.
No, I can't. At least with the echoes I have now. That's right, I was going with a Harkins build. Going to have some arcane going on.
Farewell, good me.
Farewell, good me. I just beat Vicar Amelia. That's what happened, right? I have the thing? Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's go check my gear. It's important. Hey, Gearman. You're never going to move from that spot, because I'm never going to talk to you. Blood gem. Ooh. How quaint. Ooh. Ooh. That is also good. Yes. Don't actually remember if these ones give me anything good. It's been so long. Blood gem. We'll break it. If I was doing an NPC quest, I would have gave that to the little girl. But I'm not. Let's see what that did. Nothing good. Yeah, actually. That dude that's been showing off the cut content of this game has been revealing more and more stuff. Really cool stuff. You should look up Bloodborne cut content. The really cool stuff. Like early development. There were demons in this game. There were different versions of great ones. Very cool. Okay, we probably want to go to the Grand Cathedral. Correct. Is it time to ascend to Odin Chapel yet? I think it might be. We'll do the side area first. We'll go and take on the witches. That's what we'll do. And for anyone out there watching that does have this game, well, the password to join me is right down there below. So you can join me. You can invade me. You can help cooperatively. Whichever. Okay. So people are talking about what the remaster of Dark Souls is going to entail. quite frankly, if they go at 60 frames, have no frame rate drop, maybe do the 4K thing for Pro, like, of course I'm gonna get it. Let's go this way. So the Demon Souls servers are going to shut off. There's got to be a reason for that. I think they're working on a remaster for that. I hope they are. That's the one game that I kind of don't want to dig out my PS3, hook it up, and then buy it. You know what I mean? Not only that, but there's no way for me to record it or stream it from my PS3. I don't have a capture card or anything. And no, I will not do the cheeky way with an emulator and not even buy it. I know you could nearly get every game in the market from an emulator for free, but it's like, that's just, you know, I can understand if you buy it but you want to stream it, then you have no way to like stream it from the system you bought it for, then you want to get it free on an emulator so you can show it, you know. I can understand that. Nice pot shot, bro. I know, it was a terrible joke. Ah, come Huntsman. Is that all you got, old man? The future is now. Wow, he actually pulled out his sword. They don't usually do that. Nice. Spin to win. It's the name of the game. You know, Bloodborne. Spin to win edition. Treat bonfire with care. Nice. Excellent message, dude. Really excellent. Very original. Dang. Good shot, I say. Nearly had me there. So, no. Okay. So my insight isn't high enough to spawn in these creatures. This is my least favorite part of the game, I think. Just because it doesn't lead anywhere that I want to go. In fact, I believe you could just avoid this area altogether. Bloodshot eyeball. Goodbye. I should tell Optimus to download this. If he had the disc copy and he's returned it or something, I don't know if he has, but I mean, this is free. Even if he has the disc copy and still has it, like, it really doesn't hurt to download a digital copy, because then you don't have to pop in the disc. Dropped your Molotov. Here comes Big Boy. Well. Hey, Daniel. Ha. Do you have a PS4, Daniel, and or do you own Bloodborne? Is my question. Both? Okay. I was gonna say, because it's free this month for PlayStation Plus. Which is incredible. Like, there can't be a better game for PlayStation 4 that could be free. So tell anyone you know who has a PS4 and does not own Bloodborne that it is free. Really? I don't remember what I got the PS4 for. I really don't. I mean, I always wanted it to play the newest games because everything was going over, you know? And of course I played games like Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield 4 and all these different games for PlayStation 3. And they were horrible. Battlefield 4 looked worse than 3. That's how bad it was on the PlayStation 3. It was terrible. It was the worst, glitchiest, terrible looking thing that looked like it was still in beta. And I couldn't understand why people loved it. People were saying, wow, look at this, it looks so good, and it plays so good, and all this stuff. And I'm like, look at the PS3 version, it looks like a sack of crap. Well, you see, Daniel, that's why I'm excited for this month. Since this game is free, there's going to be a lot more people doing PvP. So I hope to have a resurgence here. Uh-oh, where's Grandpa at? What? How did I miss you? Wow, you're a feisty one. Really? That is quite sad. There's two of them? I hear another one. Huh. The only things I've been playing really are VR games recently. Like I've been doing things like Arizona Sunshine, which is like a zombie shooter game. It's okay. The main character is the most absolutely aggravating person ever, but it's okay. Yeah, the labyrinths. Nobody really likes the Chalice dungeons, I don't think. I think they're made to be played with friends, is the thing. They're made to be played with friends instead of just doing alone and grinding through it. Later on in the season for the channel, I'll do a PlayStation VR review, and I'll review all these games and stuff like that. Yeah, there's some runes though, and weapons inside there. You get some really rare stuff from the Chalice dungeons. And of course, if you're going for platinum, you need to defeat the Queen of Yharnam. And that's very deep. That's deep in the dungeons. You need to go quite a ways. I think maybe that was the hardest one. That was the last thing I had to do before platinum for this game, was the Queen of Yharnam. And in the cut content, there was supposed to be something a little bit more. They were supposed to have, like, you know, some kind of Great One battle or something, maybe. Yeah. At this point, there's very few things I'm looking forward to in terms of games. There is the Dark Souls remastered. It's not quite a remake. It'll just be running at a better resolution and frame rate. But, then there's also the patch in World of Tanks this month. Can't wait for that. Always wanted them to reinvent maps and how it is to be in a battle and all that. It just feels too much like a multiplayer, like a massive multiplayer team-based game, you know, with lanes and paths. I hate that. I always wanted to feel like I'm in some large region in a huge battle. Yeah, Monster Hunter World. You know, Fett and I thought about getting that. we have a friend, Nova. She streams on Twitch, and that was going to be like her main thing that she was going to do, and we thought about joining her, but yeah, we never really got around to it. I have too many games. It's just the sad thing about it. I still have Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Freedom Cry that I haven't even touched in my inventory. Or in my, yeah. In my library. So many different games. So many games. Really? That's cool. You know, I was thinking about getting Kingdom Come Deliverance, because that looks cool. I thought, oh, realistic medieval combat. You know, I followed the game for a while. The graphics look good. It seemed pretty cool as like a realistic roleplay game. And, you know, it started having some absolutely hilarious glitches. But some of the glitches went a little too far from what I've seen, so I'm gonna wait a little while on that one. Oh, double swing. You know what's a horrible game that's very Dark Souls-like? Lords of the Fallen. It was free one of these months for PlayStation Plus. Oh, of course, the corner of dead. And I played it for a while, but I could not continue. It was like, oh, it was horrible. Well, the combat was kind of up my alley. I mean, For Honor, I loved For Honor until I literally could not play because of the freaking peer-to-peer matches keep disconnecting me. So I decided, well, what's the point of playing then? Yeah, Bannerlord wasn't it like memed on that was like a game that would never be released? That they would always say it was being worked on, but there would never be like it was ever going to release or something like that. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, exactly. Don't turn around. Hello, ladies. Yeah, I know. I'm that way with a lot of things this year. What was the first thing? Oh, that's right, Shadow of the Colossus remake. That was the first thing. I could not wait for that game. I was so freaking excited for that. And I love that game. I'll do a road to platinum on it very soon. I'm currently trying to max out my stamina so I can get to the top of the temple, of the shrine. But yeah, that takes a while. I'm now like several playthroughs in, getting that stamina up. Yeah, that's a long time. I remember The Last Guardian was kind of like one of those games everyone was waiting on. I remember as a kid looking in my Game Informer, seeing, oh, there's a sequel to Shadow of the Colossus that I played on my PS3 coming out sometime. And it's like years later, I've completely forgotten about it. And they release it. I haven't even played it, tell the truth. I'll have to get it. One of these days it'll be free for PlayStation Plus. Ouch. Got me with the good old Asylum Demon AoE there. Uh-oh. This must be the other witch. That must be the other witch before the health bar showed up. That's interesting. This is indeed the other witch that I'm hitting. Because there's this witch. So they're both out. They're actually both out. Wait, no, what? Hold on. I just killed the second witch that wasn't revealed yet. And now it's revealed, haha, that's why you weren't doing damage, because you killed the second one. That's funny. God dang you. Don't know what to record? Well, record whatever you're into. Like, that's why I want to do more content with World of Tanks, because I'm into World of Tanks. I spend a ton, too much money on World of Tanks. I should do something for it, for the channel. This is not good. Wow, she could have just spammed that and killed me with that. Out the way. Crap, she revived the other one. Of course I have the DLC. This is the Game of the Year edition, I believe. I'll be playing through that this stream series. You know, I actually think the Ring City DLC is maybe it's up there, definitely alongside Old Hunters. Old Hunters wins just because it has just maybe one too many good bosses. But holy crap, like, both these DLCs are legendary. Some of the best DLCs I've ever owned for any game. Yeah, Ludwig is incredible. I remember Fett and I playing through that. And Fett was blind. He was playing through blind, and we were doing it co-op. And it's like, I had already platinumed the game, knew everything about it. So it was so cool watching him play through it. And we get to the Ludwig part, and he's just like, you know, and Ludwig pulls out the Moonlight Greatsword, and he's just like, oh, are you kidding me?
Welcome. Very well.
Look at all them levels.
Farewell, good me.
Speaking of blind, half-blind playthroughs, I never got around to doing the ultimate playthrough video of Dark Souls 3, where Fett and I go through it all co-op. That was back when he first got a PS4. I did an ultimate playthrough video of Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2, where we did it co-op, but never the Dark Souls 3 one. That's once again another game that I platinum before he's even played it. So it's cool to see his reactions and what ridiculous stuff happens. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be another hour-long video with extensive editing and hilarious moments and all of that. So that'll be coming out sometime. I got to get that footage off my PS4.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Let's use one of these.
Welcome. What is it?
The problem is I've recorded those playthroughs like I was going to do like a 100-part series. So it just, that kind of sucks, and I have to go and edit through it all. Yeah. I know. Sometimes when I get on Discord and I'm talking to Fett, I like start out everything with, "Oh, you are at my side all along, my true mentor, my guiding moonlight."
Very well.
And then usually he breaks into song,
Become your strength.
because that's just what he does. Let's upgrade health. Harkins needs to be tanky.
Farewell, good.
Hark needs to be a tanky hunter. Arcane will come next. I think Bloodborne just has such a good story. And I think the reason behind that is probably because they didn't think about making a sequel to it. You know what I mean? It's all here. It's all concise, one story from beginning to end, all in one game. You know what I mean? Dark Souls 1 is kind of like that, because I don't think they expected to make another one. And then, like, they had the B team make the next one, because the B team was like, "Oh, we gotta make another Dark Souls." And then Miyazaki saw it and was like, "Alright, we gotta make a Dark Souls 3. We're not dealing with this crap." I know, it's even more obscure than anything else, but you know, you can piece it together. I believe there is a document on Google Docs that someone has of the full lore rundown. I think it's called the Pale Blood Hunt. And it's like the full rundown of everything that's happened, everything that is. Yeah, thanks, B team. Shoot, I got the rune workshop thing, didn't I? I better use that. More echoes. Well, I might as well use that. Now that that side path is out of the way. Where do we go now? Oh, that's right. We must ascend to Odin Chapel. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do now? Right? I actually don't remember. Yes, I know what I need to do. The old adage, via the old blood. I like how some of these like chalice ritual ingredients is like the bastard of Lauren. It's an infected, diseased fetus. It's like, okay, you just pick up a disease curse-ridden fetus, just stick it in the chalice, just kind of squish it about the ritual blood and bone marrow and all that, and there you go. There's your chalice dungeon. You know. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Just thinking if I wanted to do this or not. Yeah, I do. Hey, there was this thing here, wasn't there? Yeah, there was. You know, for the longest time, I couldn't figure out how to get up here. Guess maybe I wasn't used to the whole doorway and elevator trick. I won't be streaming for long because even though I'm not streaming World of Tanks, I'm still playing it. I downloaded a nice mod pack. I think it's called Webiums. It's a little bit much. I might have put too many things on it, and you know, some I don't feel right about some of it. But it's all legal. Don't worry. But yeah, I'll still be doing World of Tanks. Ranked battles. I might make it to League 1. I might actually make it. I'll stream it the last day it's on. Come here, Dad. That was a yawn. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, let's not deal with that. Let's head right down. You know, I never really understood the stun thing. You have little, like, things coming off you, orange things. You've come to the right place. Take a step forward. Does that actually work? You want to know what I've always done? I've always gone here and then I've always jumped. Does that actually work that way? Does it actually work that way? I missed. Is that the first death this playthrough? Don't actually remember. It might not have been. I might have fallen off something else in the past. That's usually the only way I can die anymore, is if I do something stupid with gravity. That's the only way I can die to something in these games. That, or I get stuck on a corner while being chased by dogs. That's another really common way for me to die. See you, old man. See you, pirate man. Yeah, see, I get that little yellow stuff. I think that's maybe like some status effect of being stunned or something. Alright, let's just do what it says. Take a step forward. It does actually do it. I've always tried to freaking jump. What have we here? You know, it would be really cool to get a prequel Bloodborne game, Bloodborne 2, and it's like a prequel. You see Ludwig and all these different hunters that are monsters, but then they're like, it's a prequel, so they're like good. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, From Software, I don't know. They're very elusive with that kind of stuff. They don't outright do things like that. Everything's got to be very obscure for them. You know, what is that building even a part of? This place doesn't really feel complete, does it? You know, that tower that you jumped down could actually be totally together before the night of the hunt. It's just that suddenly everything's breaking apart. So there's actually a doll in the real world. You know, that kind of makes you wonder that, well, the doll in the dream is for Gehrman to, you know, cope with Lady Maria maybe killing herself. But no, there's a doll in the real world. Meaning that he's probably just so into loathing and sadness that he had to make one in the real world. It's just that in the dream, she's actually, like, alive. I think I just explained that for the first time. That actually makes a lot of sense. While I'm here, I got some runes. Let us etch these upon our mind. I don't need this. Max files up. You know, I never use things like that, like max files up, max bullets up. That could be handy, actually. But I mean, like, max vials, that, like, if I can't kill something with 20 vials, then what's the point? You know? So I don't even do that. Ooh, I don't seem to have anything. I seem to be out of vials. Well, you know what I'll do? What can I get from my insight? I may actually spend all this just on vials alone. I've never had to grind for vials. I mean, Fett had that problem. That's one of the main things he hates about this game, is grinding for vials. And people have complained about that, how boring it is. I've never had to grind for vials. I can't be that good at this game. But I've never had to grind. Even in the toughest moments, when I'd fight back to bosses, I'd usually gain back that much in vials. So it never felt like I had to go back somewhere and grind. That was never the case for me. So I think maybe I just invested more in vials. Whenever I'd come back and I didn't have enough to level up, I'd just spend the rest of my echoes on vials. That's all I did. So you don't have to grind. You know, it would be nice to level up some more.
What is it? Very well. Let me.
Yes.
Farewell, good may.
Wait, hold on.
Welcome. What is? What? What is this?
Your dark soul. So yeah, remember I wasn't gonna do any yeah, she's crying. Thank you for the tear. I'm gonna break it now. Remember how I said I wasn't gonna do any NPC stories? Well, guess what? I needed this, I think. How did this guy get on here? Wondrous use of terrain. Yeah. That is impressive, sir. So what does that do? Oh, HP recovery. That's useless. I can recover with rally. I can recover in real life with rallies. Rallies is nice. Add slow poison effect. Is that to me? I'll put that on. I'll put that bad boy on. You know what? I think I'll get this on here. Wonder if people actually make poison builds in this with a poison gem. Wonder if that's viable. I've never actually heard of that. I know there's poison throwing knives and stuff. I don't know. If there was bleed in this game, boy, there would be some nice bleed builds out there. I know there's frenzy, that kind of takes the place of it. But that's kind of like your mind exploding more than anything. Alright. Let us go to the Cathedral Ward. Wait, no, I need to spend vials. That's fine. I'll get some vials on my way to where I need to go. And if I run out, oh well. Let's see, how far do I want to get? Let's see, where am I going? Where are we going from here? You're sleeping, aren't you? Yeah, you are. They're all sleeping. The Tumerians. Hello, flamethrower man. Wow, you don't have a lot of health anymore. You aren't very resilient. Oh, that's not fair. He just turns them all the way around. There we go. There we go. Yes. You know what? Let's kill these guys. They give me some... whatchamacallit. They give me some shards and... vials. Come at me, bro. Okay, just shards then. Okay, we got... Is this the right? This is the right way. We just got to deal with Cthulhu man. Cthulhu man has been dealt with. There was supposed to be more dialogue with this gatekeeper down here. Hey Alfred, so you move here even if I don't talk to you. That's interesting. That is really interesting. Usually NPCs don't move from their spot. But this game's different because time of night changes.
The password.
Via the old blood. Dead. Already dead. This doesn't make much sense, does it? Does it? Is this symbolizing that time has passed? But it's all one night. Interesting. Forbidden Woods. This is another place I don't like. This is basically the swamp zone of Bloodborne. Nothing fun about this. Giant snake bundles. Never fun. Great. I know why he's throwing these oil things. Because this guy probably can hit me with the torch. And set me alight. Didn't work. And they're just right under a one shot. That is the most aggravating thing. This guy's got the good jazz clothes on. Welcome back, Daniel. Fett fell hardcore. If you saw our full co-op playthrough video, Fett fell hardcore for this trap. He suffered the whole thing. I just stood here and watched as he got closer and closer to it. And finally he ran into it. It whammed him, and then he started rolling, and it followed him all the way back and killed him. And all I could do was laugh. So good. I didn't seem to dodge that. Yeah, it was hilarious. That's why I can't wait to start editing that Dark Souls 3 one. That's gonna be hilarious. There were moments where we're just rolling on the floor. PvP encounters, different fights with bosses and stuff, especially the Nameless King. There was an excellent moment, I'll tell you right now, where Fett's just all onioned up. That's like his highest lightning resist. It's like he's been struggling with the boss. He's using the Chaos Blade, and you know that the Chaos Blade, that katana, does damage to you every time you hit something. He didn't know that, even though I freaking told him several times during the fight. So finally we beat the Nameless King, but Fett is on a smidgen of health left. And so he keeps attacking the Nameless King even though he's dead. And it's actually still doing damage to him, and I'm like, Fett, stop, you're going to kill yourself. And then he just noticed there's no health left, but he doesn't die, and it goes into the cutscene, and we're just rolling on the floor because he was like one swing away from dying, and then he'd have to do it all over again. Because the Nameless King has a long death animation. So he could have died first, and then we would have to do it again. Yeah, it was so good. I can't wait to put that in and edit it. So many good moments like that. And then of course there's the one we often mention, was that a watchdog helped us in the Fair and Keep area. And he actually was helping us with the invader. And he was fighting the invader on the ladder, and I'm like, oh, look at this battle of them just kicking and punching each other on the ladder. And then the watchdog falls off first, and I'm like, watchdog, and freaking Fett just screams, watchdog, at the top of his lungs. And the guy starts coming up, and I throw knives at him, and he falls down and dies as well. It's just so many good moments. Well, that's a good idea. If that's, I mean, if that's the games you want to do, if that's what you're passionate about, then you should totally do that. Crap. Reeks a bird indeed. What you need to do if you're starting out making videos is focus on one thing. Like right now, it's like there's 6 or 7 series that I'm started or have been doing now for this season, all at the same time. To tell the truth, I think nearing the end of this season, I think we're going to be focusing on just a few things. Because this channel, like the reason why this channel hasn't been very popular is because we really don't have an identity with what we do. We just do all kinds of games. And you know, people really don't know much about us, so it's like, why should they care if we do all these games, you know? Yeah, I needed more crabs. Yeah, what's the deal with the Dark Souls 3 crabs? There's the crabs in the swamp. There's the crabs. There's the fire crabs. There's the crabs in the DLC. There's a freaking crab in the Roly Bones thing down in the catacombs. Like, what is going on? I think Miyazaki was like really loving them crabs. He probably got a kick out of the crabs. He's like, there's freaking giant crabs in Dark Souls. And he just wanted them everywhere. I think I'm going to make a push for the Shadows of Yharnam. And then once I beat them, I will probably end the stream. But that'll be a while. It'll take me a little bit to get there. Is there glowy? Can I get that through the door? I can. Good. Good. That is a fine goat. Yes, my goat, he makes good milk. It's good goat milk. Yes. Thank you, bud, for killing that guy for me. Okay. Know what I could do? Oh, what should I do? Can't go to Yosef's clinic yet. I don't think she's been replaced with the insane person. Not only that, but she isn't in her strange, cannibalistic, seductive positioning where I can kill her and then get her umbilical cord. However, oh really? I've never been a fan of any kind of dragon form or any kind of transformation, to tell the truth. I don't know why. I've just never been that kind of player that likes that kind of thing, I guess. Now this is real interesting right here. So what is this all about? Also, what is my secondary? Do I not have a torch? There's a giant man here. Is this a Tumerian? And why is he dead? That is straight death. Oh! It is not. It is straight death. No! I didn't even, that's a lot of echoes I need. I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to go down there. Nuts. Those aren't slugs, those are parasites. What would happen if I just sprinted all the way back? What do you think, Daniel? You think I'll make it? Think I'll make it if I just sprinted all the way freaking back? This is a corner. I slowly walk around. I sneak and I sneak. Yes, of course. Well, slugs are a symbol of something. This is not the way I came from before. No, I'll die. Yes, please. Try running through the area. You must die. Ouch. How about that, Mr. Wolfman? If only I had something that allowed me to be like a ring of sacrifice or something. How far do these guys chase me? Quite a while. Of course. You must die. No, I was thinking more of the, like the, Link Faces of Evil thing, the Legend of Zelda game. It's basically the same thing, now that I think about it. Look at this poor dude, Mr. Scrooge here. Actually has a rendered face and everything. That is an interesting corpse. Actually looks like someone important. It kind of reminds me of the gatekeeper I just told the old password to. Okay, is it down there? It is. Okay, so this is what we're doing, okay? Screw that item. Kinda does look like Airman, actually. Yep. Exactly, he overdosed. Alright, well, I didn't get to the Shadows of Yharnam. You know what? I really don't want to go through the Forbidden Woods right now. I really want, what I want to do is I want to be thorough about it, because this is the first playthrough kind of character, and I can't like skip stuff because my character isn't quite overpowered yet. So I want to be thorough about it, and that area usually takes me a good like 45 minutes to an hour to clear out. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back some other time.
Welcome. What is very
Arcane. Let's bring it up a little bit, and then let's get that good old fight.
farewell.
That good old fight. Good old fight. Let's get some vials. When I see that, all I think is I'm reading it in Jack's voice from Resident Evil. Hey Marguerite, could you please bring me some extra sugar cubes? Hey Garriman, hey, I saw you dead. You died, a very young man. You overdosed on sugar. You're somewhere in the Forbidden Woods. I guess you couldn't deal with the leeches, so you decided you might as well die with too much sugar in your tea. So yeah. Sorry about that, man. It's rough. Can I put... No, okay. Can I afford a... No, okay. Is there anything I got here? No, okay. Alright, Daniel, well, I think I'm going to end it here. This is a short stream. So thanks for stopping by. Let's see. What's coming up? 7 Days to Die is going to get a whole lot interesting. More interesting, I should say. Going to be some cool stuff happening there. Going to have Alpaca in the footage for us there. Yeah, they do, don't they? There's going to be more Alan Wake. That's getting interesting. I actually haven't recorded Alan Wake in a very long time. Still editing through that footage and uploading it. But I'll get back on that. Cuphead, I put on the back burner for now. Just because I feel like... I mean, I'm already doing 2 solo Let's Play series at once. Adding a third one is kind of a waste of time. I'm going to save that for later. Shadow of the Colossus Road to Platinum streams will be coming out soon. Once I max out my stamina, which I'm very close. It's this 3rd playthrough or 4th playthrough. I don't even remember anymore. But I'll have it maxed out, and then that's when I'll start the stream series, and I'll be on the home run basically to that platinum. And no, I will not be collecting all 79 of those enlightenment coins just to get the awesome sword. That does not require a trophy. I'm not going to do that. And of course other stuff's coming. A lot of other stuff. CI has posted in announcements on Discord all the series that are planned. It doesn't mean those are going to be the only ones that we're going to be posting. So that's just how much content will be coming out. So yeah, that's basically it. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll return to this. Obviously, this is free. Bloodborne is free. PlayStation Plus. Look at my cape. This is free. This is freaking free. Why would you not want to get this? That's basically it. So I'll see you all in the next one.